Hello, my lovely people. How are you doing? I hope you're okay. You know the drill. I feel like every time I keep saying the drill, like subscribe, like, comment, and share, I'm annoying or I'm irritating you guys, but you have to just bear with me. So just hit that subscribe button and tell a friend to tell a friend to like, share, and comment on this video so that we can grow our amazing community. So first and foremost, have you listened to Meghan'S new episode on her podcast, Confessions of a Female Founder? If you have not, we have beef. If you have not, I don't think we are friends. We should be talking. We should be listening to one another. Okay, now, not that harsh. We should. But anyways, I'm super excited because Meghan'S episode came out today. As always look forward to these episodes. You know, I admitted to it. Her voice. One of the things that I make me run to her podcast is just listening to her speak. She just reels me in and I get lost, in hearing her speak. And also, I always have my pen and paper because there's so much to learn. I've been telling you guys that Meghan unknowingly opened a business school for us, and it's free of charge. So if you are an aspiring entrepreneur, you want to start a business, I think that is the right platform for you to learn a thing or two, to know what works, what can you mimic, what can you not, because you're learning from some of the most successful women in the game, and Meghan is picking the brain to know what works and what does not work. I mean, that's amazing. That's a blessing. Thanks to our Duchess. So on today's episode, Meghan brought out Kadi Lee. Kadi Lee, guys, not Cardi B. Kadi Lee, co-founder of highbrow hippie and go-to colorist for some of Hollywood's biggest name. They discussed about what it means to grow something from the ground up, how to lead with your values, and why staying connected to your community is the ultimate maker for success. Did you hear that? Why staying connected to your community is the ultimate maker for success. I learned so much, guys. I learned so much, and today was just lovely listening to how a business was invented. And here's what I got. Here's some of the things I got. I want you to tell me in the comments, what did you learn from today's episode? First, learning what your community wants. I learned that. Learning what your community wants. Second, how to raise money and starting small through, for example, blogs. That's it. Those are some of the things I learned. There's more. I don't want to give you spoiler alerts. If you've not watched, run and listen. I keep saying watch because I'm so used to watching Meghan's things like with Love Meghan, or go listen to her podcast wherever you listen to your podcast from. So Kadi Lee is a hair colorist. She's a black woman, a beautiful black woman. And for anyone who can recall, they've been friends with Meghan since I think 2020. And Meghan also invested in her business, in a small business. Actually, right now it's huge. It's huge. The highbrow hippie. Meghan invested. She's an investor there. So our girl is rolling with incredible women. With incredible women. There's this saying that your network is your net worth. Am I saying it right? Your network is your net worth. I like the people who Meghan is networking with. They're so amazing people, super successful. And I love that, they're supporting her, they're uplifting her, they're teaching her the ropes of the businesses, and that's all that matters. But if there's one thing that caught my eye this entire episode, is something Meghan said and shared that, it's so relatable to a lot of black women and women of color with curly hair, our hair. She shared that. She shared, some of, her moments as a sorority back in Northwestern University. And I love that, the one thing I also like about this podcast is that she's been opening up, bits by bits. We get to know some of the things about her. She's opening up to us, and I love that for her, and I love that. So in the latest episode, so the Duchess of Sussex shared the story in conversation with her close friend and hair colorist Kadi Lee on the latest episode of her podcast. Women on X, on social media, black women are going crazy because it's so relatable, and I It's so relatable, guys. To date, it's still relatable. Stay with me. You're going to find out why in a minute. So, Kadi recounted her empowering experience of attending Spelman College in Atlanta, one of America's two all-women historically black colleges and university, showing that no one's even surprised she is known for blonde highlights, today seemingly referring to her extensive celebrity clientele. Well, especially because you were doing hair at 11 is when you realize in Connecticut there weren't a lot of people there that will do your texture of hair. So you started experimenting on your own. I can't imagine what that was like, Meghan said. It kind of reminds me of when I was at Northwestern and I moved into Kappa, our sorority there. She continued, the Duchess of Sussex was a member of Kappa Kappa Gamma while enrolled at Northwestern University, where she studied from 1999 to 2003 and graduated with a double major in theater and international studies. I don't even think they made plug-in flat irons at the time, said Meghan. They couldn't. If they did, I didn't know where they were because I had the little stove with a flat iron that would go in, have a paper towel on the side. I mean, probably half the people listening to this are going, what is she talking about? She said, or you'd pull it out, it would have the little scorch marks. And I remember most of the girls in the sorority who were not black say, what's that smell? Is there burning? And it was just what you will do to figure out how to grapple with this texture of hair. Meghan remembered. So this exact moment is making a black woman on social media they love her for this. Black women, we have amazing hair, don't get me wrong. Our hair is amazing and it takes so much to style it. Like mine, I'm yet to undo my braids and I'm supposed to because I've been so busy juggling school and doing videos and that's so many that's happening, but I'm supposed to undo. But sometimes it's so easy to have them because I don't have stress styling. Styling hair can be so it's time consuming, especially for a black woman. But it's also amazing because we get to do amazing things, million, hairstyles, and our hair is just so amazing. It's so unique. And to hear Meghan share her experience to date, especially in Africa, you can go to a salon and you just, you're straightening your hair or blow drying it, and you could still hear that smell. You might think someone's hair is on fire or something, but I promise you, no one says on fire, no one says burning. It's just like, that's what happens when you straighten curly hair. It happens. That's what just happens. And I mean, I think back in Africa, we're so used to that smell. When you go to the salon and someone is straightening your hair. No one cares. Most of us have the same hair anyway. But I think if you're in a different, country or with other races, ethnicities or whatever, they are going to be like, oh, I mean, what, isn't your hair burning? What is that smell? So I understand that, Meghan. I understand. So this moment, a lot of women can relate, and they've been talking, on social media, just saying how that is so relatable. And people are saying our data is not relatable. So I'm just going to read some of the comments from beautiful, amazing black women about this exact moment on her podcast. So here are some of the comments. So Eunice says, Kadi and Meghan podcast today, I can really relate and I'm starting to be emotional. As a black woman, I know how hard it is to get in the door. Like she said, you can have the skills, degree, and experience, but a lot of places, your race comes first before your skills, which means plenty, no. Yeah, it's sad, but that is so true. So Mayhive says, Confessions of a Female Founder has something for everyone. Living through the pandemic in 2020 and being unable to visit a hair salon made taking care of our hair quite challenging. I can see why Kadi Lee was considered the Florence Nightingale of her community. A true blessing. A true blessing indeed. So Livy says, listening to Confessions of a Female Founder with Kadi, and the moment they started talking about the flat iron with the hot stove was instant reminder that there was no near long or highly berry hairstyle without that flat iron set. I'm going to insert the picture of that flat iron, guys. And it still exists today, by the way. And it's crazy because it does a good job, but you have to be careful because sometimes your stylist will forget and they can just, pass it across your ear and it just it's a different story, guys. It's crazy. It's crazy. So Kyrie says, Princess Meghan talking about the smell from straightening your hair with a flat iron and stove you had to plug in. Memories. What an electric mix of guests. Hashtag confessions of a female founder with Meghan have had. For me, the common themes is flexibility. And then Fiona says, just listen to episode 3 of Confessions of a Female Founder. Another great discussion. Seeing my friends on here saying they relate to the hot flat irons discussion, then seeing pics of the device makes me glad the GHD was invented. So GHD is Good Hair Day company known to produce award-winning hairstyling tools, particularly hair straighteners. So thank you, HD, because whoa, we know. So this moment has a lot of amazing Black women just being relating to Meghan. We are all relating. I can relate, and this is why it's amazing. Her podcast is amazing because there's something for everyone. There's so much to learn. So stay tuned, guys. Continue supporting our Duchess. Show her some love because she's phenomenal. We're here and we want her for her, and we want her to succeed. So let me know some of your best moments in the episode in the comments below. As always, don't forget to like and to share this video. Thank you for watching. I'm Mirad, and I will see you in my next video.